Welcome back. I'm so happy you came to learn Parsha with me again. You're in for a real treat this week. Not only is it a double Parsha, Tazria-Metzora, but this Shabbos is also Rosh Chodesh. Pay attention. We're going to see how much you learned with the quiz at the end. So, Rosh Chodesh, what is that? I learned that Rosh means head. Is this a holiday about my head? No, Rosh does mean head, but is also referred to as the beginning. Now, what are we beginning? Rosh Hashanah is the head of the year, or New Year. Rosh Chodesh happens every month. So, what do you think Rosh Chodesh means? That's right, head of the month, or new month. Wait a second. This Shabbos is April 24th and 25th. Did someone miscount? I thought April had 30 days in it. No, they didn't count wrong. The Hebrew calendar and the English calendar work differently. The English calendar goes by the sun, but the Hebrew calendar goes by the phases of the moon. Rosh Chodesh is the start of the new moon. When we look into the sky in Rosh Chodesh, we'll barely be able to see the moon. It's very likely we won't be able to see it at all. Then, in a few days, we'll see a waxing crescent, a full quarter, a waxing gibbous, and around the 15th of the month, we'll see a full moon. After the full moon, it starts to get smaller again. So, we'll see a waning gibbous, a third quarter, a waning crescent, and then we are back to Rosh Chodesh again, a new moon. A fun activity I like to do on Rosh Chodesh is take an Oreo cookie and try and see what moon phase we get when we open it up. Let's see. Do you think I can get a Rosh Chodesh moon? Let's see. Okay. I got a full moon on both sides. So that's not Rosh Chodesh. That would be around the 15th. It's a fun activity, and who doesn't love Oreos? Okay, so now, the reason you all came here. We're going to talk about the Parsha. This week, we have a double Parsha. This happens sometimes because there are only 52 weeks in a year, but there are 54 Parshas. Since there are more Parshas than weeks in the year, sometimes we have to read 2 Parshas in 1 week. Parsha Tazria mainly talks about ritual purity and impurity. What does the word pure mean? Okay, if I have a glass of water with nothing in it, it would be pure. But if I drop some of my cookie crumbs in there, it's no longer pure because there's stuff in it. Don't worry, a person does not become impure by eating a cookie. And your water is not spoiled from getting crumbs in it. But if someone handed me a drink and there were crumbs in my water, probably wouldn't drink it because there might be germs in there. Now, if a person becomes impure, it doesn't mean they're a bad person or even a dirty person. It just means they can't perform certain rituals. The Torah uses the word tameh for impure and tahor for pure. When a woman gives birth, she's considered tameh. After a certain period of time, she can go to the mikveh and bring offerings to the holy temple to become pure again. A mikveh is a ritual bath that is made from naturally gathered water. We also learn about Brit Milah. When a baby is 8 days old, if they are healthy, they have a bris. We learn in Parsha Lech Lecha that Abraham has a bris as a covenant with Hashem, promising to listen to his words. We learn that Yitzchak has a bris when he's 8 days old in Parsha Vayera. This week, in Parsha Tazria, we learn that all baby boys have a bris when they are 8 days old. The Parsha then goes on to discuss Sara'at, which a lot of the times people mistranslate to leprosy. This is a disease that affects people, clothing, and houses. People get rashes or white and pink patches on their skin. We learn that the Kohanim are kind of like the doctors of the land. The people who are sick have to go into quarantine. They must stay away from their families to make sure that everyone stays healthy. Right now, we're also in quarantine. We can't go visit our friends and families because we want to make sure everyone stays safe and healthy. Every day, the Kohen will come and check the patient until they are not sick anymore. When the Kohen visits, he will decide whether a person is considered Tame, impure, or Tahor, pure. Tazria-Metzora continues where we left off in Parsha Tazria, this time talking about a house that is considered leprous. The home would have dark pink or dark green spots. It's kind of like a fungus. The Kohanim have different steps to make sure the house can be considered pure again. If the fungus is in stone, it must be removed and replaced. If it goes inside the house, then the house must be destroyed. If the fungus goes away, then the house can be considered pure again. When the infected person heals, there is a special ceremony to help them become pure again. The Kohen does a special procedure involving 2 birds, spring water, an earthen vessel, a piece of cedar wood, a scarlet thread, and a bundle of hyssop. The Parsha also talks about other ways people can become impure and how they can become pure again by going to the mikveh. I hope you're paying attention because it's quiz time! Guys, ready to review the Parsha? How many Parshas are there in the Torah? 365, 54, or 5? That's right, there are 54. What does Rosh Chodesh celebrate? The new year, spring, new month, or cookies? That's right, it's the new month. What does a Rosh Chodesh moon look like? A full moon, a new moon, or can't see it, a crescent, or a gibbous? It's a new moon, you can't see it. How old is a baby boy when he has his bris? 13 years old, 8 days old, 1 day old, or 3 years old? That's right, a healthy baby has their bris when they're 8 days old. What is a mikveh? A pool party, a traveling synagogue, medicine that tastes like bubblegum, or a ritual bath taken to become pure again? It's a ritual bath, good job. Who checked on the sick patients to determine if they were pure or impure? The doctors, nurses, Moshe, or the Kohanim? That's right, it's the Kohanim. Great job, you got 100%. Thanks for watching my Parsha video. Have a good Shabbos.